Oh, your man's have been to jail before? Whoa. And all the motherfuckers you run with, get done with, done quick. You going from the dog with some bump? They go to click, 911. All over some dump. Ain't that something? It's the mommy of
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Sunshine State and Everbank Stadium here in Jacksonville. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season. We got a great way to score here as we'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Visiting sideline their head coach. They've been doing extremely well. Can help them get out of this slump.
Strike from the back, posted in the act. Got to hit the club, keep them mobbing all day. Awesome, got 'em. VIP stats. Look around the club, what do I say? Everybody rocking side to side to the beat. They snapping they fingertips, bouncing to the groove. All by themselves, that's the new move. Where I'm from, you like to go dumb. I'm smoking up the game, I'm seeing how it's done. I ain't showed it what they call it. She said the food palace, there's the bank here. I said you kill that.
Fairbairn to get this one started. And off we go from Jacksonville. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So here's our first drive now for the Jags. They're led by the number 1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
Would you say his last week's performance by him worked like the numbers?
A touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, he has a lot of money. All he cares about is how can we find a way to win the game. Maybe leads on to be able to run to the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
They go play action with Lawrence. It got his man complete. And they will finally catch him, but not before he gets it to the 11. A huge play there right off the bat. 66 yards.
They're wasting any time here before hitting another big play. And that was something this defense talked about having to guard against. Not giving up big plays in the passing game. But here's one on the opening drive of the contest.
They'll run. This is Bashal Tootin. And he is going to lose yardage here. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And it's caught. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they only need 3 plays on that drive. And it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And they will be let out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And he's certainly putting together an MVP-type season, leading the league in both passing yards and touchdown passes. There have not been too many defenses that have been able to stop him or even slow him down. So he's got his sights set on another big game right here.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Here we go. Where's the hot? Hey, Uno.
Here's Stroud. That'll be pulled in downfield by Collins. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. The throwing again is Stroud.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Higgins. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
Jaden Higgins,
28 yards.
and the Texans are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now Lawrence changing the play.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
Ryan Brzee
Gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front.
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
No surprise at all. Get to the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away.
This is taken at the 18. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt.
And the Texans will take over. As Stroud now to throw. On the slant, here's Collins.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Lloyd with a pick.
And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
Now Lawrence.
Incomplete.
And Charles,
Now
you
we go
wonder
from
about this defense coming in. Look, it's no
back.
secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away.
Will Anderson.
Gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This from 54 yards away. Santos' kick is up and through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field right there.
What a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Texans offense has C.J. Stroud getting ready for this next drive. He had the touchdown pass earlier, adding to his impressive season total. If you take a look at the NFL leaders in touchdown passes at this point in the season. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
Oh, that held up there a long time, but it falls innocently and incomplete. 2nd and 10. Stroud working out of the gun. Out of his hands quickly to Higgins. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Here goes Stroud again. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down, and he was able to get it by play. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Texans football to start quarter 2. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. A shotgun snap to Stroud. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Trayvon Walker able to run it down for a loss of 12 that time.
Here we go. Tony. Oh, go. Under. Hey, uno.
Flag comes out, and that's because the offense did not get the play off in time.
And you can see the head coach, he is not happy. Everyone getting away from him right now because he's frustrated that they didn't get the ball snapped in time.
That flag, that'll push him back 5.
Why, Tony? Hey! Hey, up to the right. Off to the right.
Stroud. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Throwing now is Stroud. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 8. Stroud looking to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. So they need 2 yards here on 3rd down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. Stroud to throw it. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
On the quick, right?
4th down. Stroud going to try to throw for it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Another catch for him there. The numbers starting to stack up already. He's closing in already on a 100-yard gain. We're still in the first half.
Under. Look the hot. Uno. Hey.
Now Stroud. Touchdown! Jonathan Brooks taking it in. And the Texans have moved out in front. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. And last time able to get 3. So they wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out there.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
They'll be going for 6. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And the pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Drop for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. They'll set up a throw. And they'll try and set up the screen to ETN. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. .54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm. I love your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Play action. Stroud now. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Nico Collins, 35 yards. And the Texans are able to add on to that lead.
Two personal dribble, always talking pillar, thing like scissor, like young I'm about my business. Yeah, they know what's up. Please, I never gave up. All of
He's back out there to move this way, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Jaguars again ready to take over on offense. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each.
Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's
Joshua Hines Allen. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Speed left.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Got a man. It's Collins complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others. And the Texans will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Jags going to go on offense now late in this first half. And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Lawrence will throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Will Anderson. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Final play of the half, Stroud. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis operating on, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Texans offense and running back Jonathan Brooks set to go once more. And we'll see how much usage they want to give him here week 18. But he entered the weekend as the NFL's leader in receiving yards amongst running backs. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down. Looking to throw. Stroud. He's got Higgins over the middle. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this one is in.
So run it down.
These two teams, they met in Houston earlier in the season with the Texans coming out on top. So a win here in Jacksonville would give them the season series. Stroud will look to throw once more. Over the middle, he gets it to Collins. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
Acting like a robot.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Here's Stroud. Another one caught by Collins. And he's out of bounds inside the 35. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. Back to throw again. This pass complete to Higgins. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get 17 down to the 17, and it's a first down. And Stroud now to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
This time I'm taking what's mine. Like a long lost out west
At the 8 here for second and a yard. Maybe a touch less.
On the quick, right? Righty, Texans.
Stroud out of the gun here. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Texans take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead is now 24. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their own 23.
Hey, Nick Silver. Hot.
Now they'll fake the jet sweep here and throw off play action. Will Anderson able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Texans certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now Lawrence. Under pressure, they got him again. Byron Young picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A big play that time for Jacksonville. And even 40 yards. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Now Lawrence looking long for Thomas. That is incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Here's Lawrence. Now, back foot throw there is incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Lisa 24.
Lawrence. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 37. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him. And they bring him to the ground. This is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That's how multiple guys get to it. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Now Lawrence to throw. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Lawrence to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Tootin. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Here's Logan Cook now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And this works out well as it'll kick out of bounds at the 11-yard line. For the Texans offense and Nico Collins heading onto the field. And you see the numbers for him into this third quarter. They just pop off the screen. He has been open throughout. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time...
1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second down and a little more than a yard here. Throwing now is Stroud. Over the middle, complete. That's Collins. It's a first down. He's also over 190 receiving yards now. What a game. Now Stroud. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the fourth. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage here by the kick team to bring that return to a abrupt halt. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, he's on his way. And they will score a pick six for the Texans TD. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
Silver! Hey, Silver, hot!
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll get this up to about the 40.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, This intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience,
The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Christian Harris there, finding his way home to record the sack. The offense on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Lawrence. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that's caught at the 25. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And he is met down the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw. Lawrence. Nifty move. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets them up 1st and goal.
Let's go.
Back to throw. Lawrence. Oh, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. Derek Stingley picks it. And the Texans are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Out of his hands quickly to Higgins. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Stroud to throw it. And that would complete once again to Higgins. Back-to-back receptions for him. It's another 1st down. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Stroud. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. That one looks like he'll throw here. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And the result, a Houston touchdown. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side of this one. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Lawrence will throw. That's going to be caught by Rivers. His 2nd catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his 1st. And it'll bring up 3rd down now. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
This is taken around the 12. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave it with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. He's got Higgins over the middle. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Stroud. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. At this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. But he wasn't really big on that. He was big on go ahead and scoring. He's kind of reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over.